when you go to Wrigley on Thursday night, it may be the history in Major League Baseball. First time ever that the crowd has their eyes peeled as to what uniform the starting pitcher of the visiting team is wearing. Where does this sales story rank for you, Michael? I mean, this may be number one, my favorite sports story of all time.
This is the White Sox story. I mean, look, I'm a Cubs fan. I not only do not hate the White Sox, I'd like to see the White Sox win, except when they're playing the Cubs. I grew up on the South Side and went to more White Sox games as a little kid, probably because I could get there more easily. But the White Sox, this is what they do. Disco demolition night. Forfeit the second game because they're blowing up records because some local idiot DJ says, let's do it. They forfeited a game. The last forfeited game, I believe, in Major League Baseball history was in, I don't know, it's close to 40 years ago, Chicago White Sox and Detroit Tigers, where the White Sox blew up disco records and their field.
Oh, yeah? And now here's throwback demolition night. I mean,
throwback demolition. They've had more uniforms, I would argue, than any team that the Arizona Diamondbacks are making a run for, but they're just doing it to be because that's the only way they can get attention. The White Sox would do this. They would just change uniforms every couple of years, and the uniforms that Sale refused to wear, Rich, those uniforms had an alternate to them, and they were hot pants. I'm not kidding. You know that, right?
We had Jack Brohammer on the other day talking about hitting a home run in shorts for the White Sox.
That's the uniform.
Right.
Now, they're not asking the White Sox to wear the shorts anymore.
That would be great.
But I know, wouldn't it be?
Sale.
In that case, Sale would have been applauded through most of the city.
Yes.
But, Sale seems to me to be two things, a great, great pitcher and a jerk. And this would not be the first time that combination has been realized in professional sports, and certainly not in baseball, where they seem to have a monopoly on it for decades. But this is what Sale seems to be. And so, I don't know what it means. But he's not good enough to help the White Sox. He's been really good. He's a five-time All-Star. Well, how many times have they made the playoffs in those 5 years? I think the answer is none. So, Sale, this notion that Sale is somehow crusading and let's make Sale a martyr. Oh, God. I mean, look, the White Sox have won in the last 11 years, much less the last 100. So nothing a Cub fan can say can be greeted with any response other than, shut up, we've won. But this is so White Sox that they would have this kind of thing. I'm not going to say undermine their season because their season was going nowhere. But it's so White Sox that this thing is the attention grabber.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.